Yeah. Yeah.
So where's that at the moment? What's happening?
Well, it's we've got Anne Main coming up today, the MP. So hopefully we'll
Okay.
give it up. Hopefully
Thank you.
See, Anne Main's been to St Albans, we know that, but she's been MP here for quite a long time. But what we need to point out to her is just this: how much. Like for example, these guys, they're paying £53,000 a year. Business rates, which is insane.
There's no recognition of the fact that pubs are such kind of high turnover businesses when you put your VAT and your employment costs as well. It's going to come out with an astronomical bill, which isn't reflective of what you're doing for the community. So,
well, it doesn't reflect the profit either.
And you get punished for doing well. If you increase your turnover and your profit, you then get punished for your business rates bill. We've come down today to support the Save St Albans Pubs campaign. The work they're doing is brilliant, protesting against their astronomical business rates rises. That means they have to sell upwards of 22,000 pints more per year. Tax is a really big burden on pubs, and at CAMRA we're campaigning to reform the business rate system to make sure that pubs get a fair deal.
The whole rate system is very, very complicated. It's complicated because pubs are complicated. They're a very important part of the local community, but the way that they're taxed is quite crazy. So you've got free of tie pubs, you've got freehold pubs, you've got managed pubs, you've got all these different kind of models, business models, and then you've got one tax system which is attempting to tax it equally and evenly, which it completely doesn't work, and that's why it needs fundamental reform.
From my point of view, the property value around here is going through the roof. We're just trying to make ends meet doing in the pub business. Our revenue is then used to calculate it. I think the whole thing needs to be looked at.
80% of the revenue was raised from 20% of the businesses. The people that are now getting the relief are very few and far between because they're very small and out the way. All the hardest hit are the independents like us, and our rates are still up.
When you look around at the landlords, the managers of the pubs around here, they're very passionate about what they do. I love sometimes going out on a Sunday and you see them not competing with each other, but really working for each other, having Sunday lunch, looking after each other's businesses, and there's something that's very worthwhile and worth supporting and saving, and they're being ripped off.
I think everyone just wants a level playing field, really. We're all business people at the end of the day, and we're all trying to turn a profit, and we're all trying to do something that we feel strongly about, and all that we're doing is getting shackled, and it's just unfair and needs to be looked at.
If you just look around, you've got independent businesses here with all the highest rate increases in St Albans, and the ones that have increased the revenue by investing loads of money have been hit the hardest.
Really? You might make £1 million per pub. One might make £300,000 profit, the other one might make 50. So if you're then putting in the tax increases coming out of their profit, it's like a turnover tax, really. A third of the first 51,000 would have helped a lot of pubs, especially in St Albans, because a lot of our pubs have gone over 100,000 rateable value. So we're arguing that.
You've got paper on all this?
Yeah, I'm going to send it all over to you, so don't worry. There's a lot. So we wanted to, this is one of the most effective pubs in the country, with a 200.
I did say what was the ladder, that's the ladder. What's your windows? So boot business rate has gone up to 51,000. No.
Yeah, their rates have gone to, so their rates are now 51,000 now.
Right.
And so the difference between what they were paying and are paying now, they have to sell 22,000 more pints. There's no discount.
So the multiplier is set by the government.
Yeah, but it's passed
then
through.
the council have then the billing authority, and they have discretion in kind of who they can get.
But the 1% is sort of in line, really, with the normal world. The 1% increase to that, obviously, there is an increase. Inflation, things do go up.
Yeah. That's what the minister
286% to 1%. Yeah, we're looking at
if we just go in, just quickly pop in and go round, is that okay?
I'm trying to put people mobbing you at the same time. But if you were to have a debate in Parliament, what would be the title of the debate?
I would say the title would be the future of the pub in this country, because you can't. We are being attacked by so many angles of taxation. It's insane. Plus, we are under pressure locally to close earlier to not make as much noise, but we're being forced to open later to get more people in. Front loading is a huge issue. Supermarkets, as we discussed. But urgently, what is required now is business rate, a freeze or a complete reduction back to before 2017 times.
I'm extremely proud of bringing a broken, closed pub to where it is today, but unless we have proper reform and proper taxation and really relevant taxes and licensing laws and duty costs, this is over. That's it. And it's the oldest pub in the country. It should be leading the way. But I've already pulled it back from despair once. I'm the only person in the last 50 years to spend any money on it, and the brewery will agree with that. I'm not objecting to tax. That's how our pavements stay clean, and and we have a wonderful country as we do. But the trouble is, it's not in line with 2018. The government are missing sectors that they've been destroying for years, or that have been being destroyed for years by all the governments. It's too late for the majority. It's now that we're just saving the few. So hopefully we get the support from the public, we get the support from Anne, who actually manages to get our points across to the government, and they will include us in any reform that they're thinking about. Because with all due respect, the politicians aren't experts in what we do. They need to listen and engage.
When you sit and listen to a budget and you hear that this has been done for the pub trade, or this has been done and that's been done, it actually sounds persuading. But when you see this, it's depressing. And I think it's the fact that in some areas the message will not be this.
Yeah.
And that is getting that across, is that there is the formula actually at the moment is not recognising the variety that we have. Sure. So I'm hoping you and Sean, by the sound of it, can make a coherent case about why the model is broken. This isn't a battle between you and other pubs.
No, not at all. I would love that pub to be equally as successful. It would only help me out if they were busier. All the pubs in town generally get on very well together, and I'm always recommending another pub to go to. It's not about being better than them or anything like that. We just want it to be a fair playing field for all the pubs. And at the moment it's not that. It seems to be the ones that have tried really hard and are doing really well, just paying, in this case, nearly 10 times as much.
An appeal going through it, the brewery could take 3 years, they said, because they've been inundated with appeals, the valuation office. So it's...
How many of those businesses will be out of business in those 3 years as well? I mean,
Three pubs close a day.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and be as helpful as possible.
Brilliant.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Nice to see you.
We've been in touch with our main since the beginning of this campaign. Over the last 2 years, we've been in Parliament with her, we've been in different meetings, we've gone to Westminster several times, and always been very keen to support the pubs and also to get the business rates, sorted. But however, what we must say is obviously her government did bring in this business rate reform specifically on pubs, so it's up to them to get it sorted. We need it sorted quickly, not in 5 years' time.
And we're at the stage now where we've got some momentum going. We're hoping to get into Westminster again and debate this further. Sean and I are hoping to get in with the government and advise them on what it is like on the street level, so they can actually be making informed decisions.
Pubs employ hundreds of local people. £100,000 a year is raised for local charities, and that is something that we should be really proud of in St Albans, and we should look after.
Everyone who's trying to do something is trying to do something about what they believe in, and passion is a commodity that is so valuable that, if we pull the rug from under every pub owner's feet in this situation.
How do you support us? It's quite simple. Have a look. Save St Albans Pubs. Save STA Pubs. You'll find us. You'll find how to join in. You'll find how to have your voice heard. We need letters to MPs, Facebook, Twitter, news. If you've got the chance to spread the word, share it with your friends and get action, do it. We need your help. Look out, it's going to be out there all over the place.
If we don't change something soon, we are going to see our much-loved pubs closing, and especially in St Albans, where we're known for our brilliant locals, that would be an absolute travesty.